check. See, I could just enjoy the game.
Today, from Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, it's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the New England Patriots taking on the Cincinnati Bengals.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us roughly midway between Boston and Providence. Everybody knows it as Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. New England's offense set to go. On 1st and 10, Barnes steps away to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. You talk about this Bengals defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one because guess what? They're facing the #1 passing offense in the NFL. It's definitely a prove-it day for them.
And they get him to the ground quickly, but he's out near midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. Late in the season now, MVP chatter starts, and he might be on the fringe. This is always an award that goes quarterback or running back, usually quarterback. A lot of bias. Does he deserve consideration?
He more than deserves consideration because the way the game is played in the NFL now, it's a pass-first league, right? So that means that people are going to adjust their defenses for him each and every week, and he's still putting up big-time numbers. I know the quarterbacks, the running backs get it, but he should be firmly in the race for MVP.
Off the play fake, Barnes. He'll buy some time right. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Operating from the gun, Barnes eluding the pressure right. On target to his man, Likely. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. The opening drive, it continues, Charles, to be all pass, and it's working. Now they're on the doorstep of a touchdown here, 1st and goal.
Brandon, because it's working so well, I think the entire playbook is open for them right now. Do you want to run it? Do you want to continue to throw it? Spin the dial, make your choice. But right now, you like what you're doing in this possession.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Back to throw. Barnes. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Flush to his right. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. from 10 yards out. And the Patriots are on the board first here this afternoon. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator?
Yeah.
What he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got to stop CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted.
We good. I'm going to get that shit back in blood, sir. I'm get that shit back in blood.
Another goal around now for the Patriot offense.
Pick me off, I tell that shit crazy.
On first down, Barnes flushed out right. Dancing away at the 35. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
This 2nd and 4. Off play action. Barnes. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Patriots at 11-1 now on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And let's remember that last week that this offense, they played about as well as they possibly could play. Touchdown after touchdown. They were absolutely unstoppable in that game. They'll be hard-pressed to do it again, repeat that type of performance. But, boy, were they sensational just a week ago.
And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice game. Off the bootleg. Barnes. They'll roll him out right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes 2. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Patriots are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He already with a couple of touchdown throws in this first half as his guys start 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Barnes. Escaping the pressure right. Ooh, the juke. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Off the bootleg. Barnes. And his throw is incomplete.
I think the defenders have to feel pretty good. Even though the ball was tipped in the air and could have become a big play for the offense, they actually won one because the guy flinging it today, he's having quite the performance. A couple of touchdown passes, almost threw his first interception, but he's throwing it so well that I think Lady Luck was on his side.
And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
So you think it's not tough playing quarterback in the NFL? How about what we just saw there? The rush got home on 3rd down. He had to stand in there and take the shot as he released it. Throws on target, though, and it's good enough to keep the drive moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Barnes sliding out of the pocket. Oh, a nice spin. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Looking to throw. Barnes eluding the pressure right. Finds Johnston. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Back to throw. Barnes buying time to his left. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Pats are able to extend their lead. So 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they're a PAT from going up 21-3.
And there's no doubt in my mind, you're liking what you're seeing so far, aren't you?
It's been unbelievable. Like a well-oiled machine, if you will.
What's really tough, though, that defense, they're leaping the shadows at this point. They don't know which way to go. They're being hit in every direction, and they have no answers thus far.
He's not only thrown a couple of touchdown passes in this first half, he's run for one as well, as he'll start again with a first down. Throwing on first down. Barnes forced out to his left. Oh, what a move. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Barnes. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Harris. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Well, I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. Throwing to start the drive. Barnes. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him. I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Being chased out left. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
First and 10. Barnes. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
Flushed out right. Touchdown, Patriots. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Patriots will extend their lead here just before halftime. And this drive, Charles, very well timed as they score with very little time remaining in this first half.
And I'm reminded that they get the second half kickoff as well, so they can break this one wide open before the other guys have a chance to possess the football.
Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Off play action. Barnes escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. Big play there for New England. 49 yards.
Another big play right there. And this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a first and 10 at the 26-yard line. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Back to throw. Barnes eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Quentin Johnston, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks because they executed that flawlessly right here.
New England trying to get a place on offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Let's give him the credit he deserves because he can really do no wrong. It's got to be demoralizing for a defense to have someone who can cut up your secondary all game long with his arm and then rip off a huge gain like this with his legs. A championship effort from that man under center.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 24 yards to gain there. Another first down as well.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Operating from the gun, Barnes. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Well, that route is really tough to cover because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slant.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too.
Yeah, the number one thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. So you guard that a little bit more. So that gives you a little bit more space to operate outside if you start your move initially inside if you're a receiver.
New England's offense set to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And they'll get to him right away as he's taken down right there at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Looking to throw. Barnes. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete.
After what they faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, that has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 37 yards.
We always talk about the guy that paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Back to throw. Barnes, flush to his right. This is caught, and he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Looking to throw. Barnes. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Patriots get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
Man, 25. QB with that.
New England trying to get a place on offense. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Touchdown! Quentin Johnston, his second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Patriots stretch this fourth-quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like...
New England's offense set to go. You just kind of feel for the defense right now. This deficit, they have not been able to stop it. Off the play fake. Barnes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A great play there. 42 yards. And the Patriots continue to pour it on here in the fourth.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Shots, man. 62 on these niggas today, man.
New England trying to get a place on offense. And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10. play action. Barnes rolling to his right. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Barnes. And he's got his big tight end here. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That's good for 28 yards. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here, some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the fourth.
They certainly are. And let me tell you something, if you're old school, you don't like this at all, but in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
I probably run this one.
Off play action. Barnes flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Off the play fake. Barnes on the move to his, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots just continue to roll. Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left, and their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time, because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him.
New England's offense set to go. Off play action. Barnes escaping the pressure right. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
These are running back numbers that he's accumulated right now. Received double-digit carries and has rewarded them by breaking the century mark in rushing, in addition to what he's done through the air. Definitely MVP caliber football we're witnessing.
Off the play fake. Barnes. He'll buy some time right. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
Off the bootleg. Barnes. They'll roll him out right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Pats have got it on cruise control. Well, Charles, they had the comfortable lead, and now it's even more comfortable. Another score here in the 4th quarter to grow that lead.
But I think your initial reaction is surprise when you see a team piling it on this late in the blowout. But there are plenty of coaches who also think that if you pull up completely and stop trying to play the game, it shows disrespect to their opponent. So they don't want to embarrass them. They continue to let their players go for it.
And the Patriots gearing up to go now. Off-play action. Barnes. He finds his man, complete. It's Johnston. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game with moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And a decisive advantage became even more decisive. They already had the win in hand, but they keep pressing the tempo, and they pile on with another touchdown reception.
Would you consider that touchdown a reward to all the tight ends on their roster for their effort today? Not just running their routes, but all the time they spent in the trenches, laying down blocks, doing the little things to help that offense succeed. And for doing all of that, they definitely want one of their tight ends to get.
And now out come the Patriots. Off the play fake. Barnes.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time.
Off-play action. Barnes.
That is caught by Likely.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Off the play fake. Barnes sliding out of the pocket. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Off play action. Barnes eluding the pressure right. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Back to throw. Barnes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Not much defensive resistance on that drive. Really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
90 points on these niggas is 90 points. We ain't talking about the basketball score. We ain't talking about the NBA score.
Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. Throwing to start the drive. Barnes. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. A big play there for New England. 41 yards. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On first down, Barnes. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this will be caught. Forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for New England, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
Oh, my God. Make sure I smash that like button, sub up, check.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Patriots winners here at home as we say so long from Foxborough.
71.4 completion, 778 yards, 12 touchdowns. You see this, bro. I'm him. You see, I smashed that like button, sub up, too. I'm gonna end the stream off this, man. Appreciate everybody that tuned in. Appreciate everybody that popped out. We're gonna continue this later on. The usual time I go live is around 3 a.m. It's like 10 a.m. right now. So yeah. So later on, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3 a.m. Yeah, y'all catch me on. And I'm gonna finish this shit. We're gonna go to the Super Bowl. Appreciate everybody that popped out. Appreciate everybody that tuned in. Appreciate everybody that liked and subbed up. Make sure y'all keep your head up. Keep moving. Don't come stagnant. Keep going to life. Fuck what the hater guys say. And man, keep faith and hope, man. We'll catch y'all next time, man. Crash out, man. Catch y'all niggas next time, man. Y'all stay safe out there. Keep your head up.